Roadies. I have so much to share with you today, and so I'm giving you fair warning. Just right now, stop this video, go to the restroom, get a snack that has quite a bit of sugar in it, and something good to drink, preferably caffeinated, because this is going to be a wild ride today. But first, a weather report. It is not raining right now, but it has been raining. There are some ominous clouds outside. The trees and the flowers don't know what to do. My backyard is still blooming, but there are some things that are like leaves are dropping. It's been kind of a interesting fall. It's been interesting, and I cannot even believe that I'm at the end of October. We are in our last week of October. It's just like that. And the rest of the year, insane. My schedule is insane for the rest of the year. But all fun, yeah. So it's been quite a bit going on here in the household. I had some nice days with my grandsons. My older grandson was on a trip with his mother out of the country, and then when they came back, they went to Washington, D.C., and he got his picture taken near the White House, and so it was fun to get all those photographs and to know what a good time he was having. The two younger ones, it's always fun. It's always fun. So in between all that family time, I have been trying to make some sense of my cross-stitch life. And I'm not sure that that's achievable. I'm just not sure if it's achievable. But irregardless, I am enjoying myself. I love those moments when I get like hyper focused and I can't stop myself, and it's like, yeah. I knew that today was the day I was going to be recording a video because I really wanted to clean up the beehive. I couldn't stand the way it was looking. It was just looking like a pig pen, you know, in Snoopy with the little dirt following him around. That's what I feel like in here. But I couldn't put anything away because I had to share it with you. Yeah. And also, I know I've shared this previously, but I lost my whole subscription list. So I am rebuilding that subscription list. And in the process of rebuilding it, I have discovered some floss tubes I haven't seen before. And so I'm enjoying that. It's costing me money, but I'm enjoying it, you know. We also, this last week, had open house at Acorns and Threads, and it was pouring rain that day. It was pouring rain, but it was just, you know, exciting. It was exciting to see the new releases and to get to talk to everybody. And I did get to see Lori and Chris, which was awesome. And you'll have seen in the video that I'll have G put at the beginning. There'll be a video. Yeah, you saw that video. There'll be some pictures of that event and the people in it. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit, just to give you a taste. And I have not heard, as of this video, whether I made the cut for Sampler Symposium at the Attic in Mesa, Arizona. So lots to ponder and think about, Yeah, just so much and so many plans. And so let me tell you, it looks like the choice for my next designated stitch was number 1, which, if you don't remember number 1, it was out of Home for the Holiday book by Blackbird Design. And this is the stitch, and yes, I agree with many of you that said it will get me in the holiday mood. And I had started it, and then it languished, and so this was where I had left off last year. So this will be the designated stitch coming up. But in the meantime, oh, and this is being stitched. I know it's the called for floss, and I'm using 32 count Belfast linen willow green. I just love that color. It's definitely a green. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Can one of you tell me what I was saying? Oh, but because I wanted to allow the votes to come in to see really which one of the 3 I was going to do, I occupied my designated stitch time with Mount Bachelor, which is a stitch that I need to have done before the holiday. And it is a Doherty design. All of her designs are available at Acorns and Threads. And they are all just wonderful, scenic. Look at that. That is Mount Bachelor. My oldest son spent a good portion of his high school years all over that mountain. And so I I knew I was going to have to do this one as a gift. And now, while I was waiting for the vote to come in on the other thing, I got fused on this project. And so this is where I'm at. Isn't that spectacular? Oh, so really, this is the designated stitch until I get to start the designated stitch. Yeah, I just love this. And it's fiddly because it's a lot of what they call that confetti stitching. The fabric, check with Audrey on Stitchy Witch 42 because it was a piece I got from her. But I'm having a really good time stitching this. As it appears, it's, and I'm using the Lowry stand, because I stitch in my bedroom in the evening. And I'm using a Lowry stand, and so it's like I'm watching TV and then I'm stitching, and then I use a highlighter to tell me where I've been. Yeah, so this video comes with a warning at the bottom, or maybe I'll have to put it across the top. Warning, warning. Yeah, I had quite a bit of accumulation. Yeah, I am stockpiling for the next time we have a pandemic, because there'll always be a next time. I have worked through, because I worked in a hospital, I've worked through H1N1, H. pylori, not H. pylori, I worked through them all, MRSA, the Hong Kong flu, do they even call it the Hong Kong flu? I mean, really. Makes you wonder who makes up all these. But yeah, HIV, all of those things. So, you know, to me, what we have gone through the last 4 years, yeah, I'm over it. I don't want it, but I'm over it. Okay, I I need your help. Before I go on to, no, I think actually what first I want to talk about is my one thread stitch. So my friend Lori, who is textilist, her floss tube, and you just, if you want, if you're really stressed out and you want a floss tube that is going to bring your blood pressure and your pulse down, it would be textilist. She is just so kind and sweet, and I'm lucky because she is part of my quilt group and sisters. So I get a double contact. But she was showing a red sampler that she got done that was off the charts. Off the charts, yeah. Gold medal, Oscar territory. If there was any award for, oh, there's a the white poodle walking down there, going for the walk. And, I think he's only 2 or 3 years old, but he walks like he's my age. Yeah, he's a beautiful dog, though. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we were here, and then we were talking about Lori. Yeah, so if you want to just have a peaceful floss tube that inspires you and makes you feel all the love, that would be textilist. So when she showed this red sampler that she did, everyone was like gaga. How'd you get that done? You know, I mean, and she said one red thread, one red thread, one red thread a day. And she made this beautiful card, of which I put it away, a beautiful card for me for 2025 to live the one red thread. It's genius. I mean, one thread. And so I had this huge moment where I decided that all my red samplers are going to be on 56 count. Yes, you heard right. And are going to be a one red thread sampler. And I can't tell you that there are certain projects that heal you. And this 56 count project, it's my first 56 count project, is that type of project. And it is Florence Law. You know, that's how these sampler people, I've told you that before. Yeah, Florence Law. So I'm doing it on 56 count. And in order to do 56 count, you have to have a certain thread. I'm using Overa Soie, but I think you can use like Soie d'Alger. I'm not really in the know yet. And you have to have a hoop. It helps to have a hoop. Good lighting, magnification. I personally like the 28 needle. That works good for me. But here's where I got. This is on 56 count. And you ask, I don't know if you asked, but maybe you asked, how is this sampler healing for you? And I'm just going to say that when I was growing up, I was always kind of in trouble for procrastinating or distractibility or not being able to follow through and finish, and lots of pressure and judgment. So when I hit 50, yeah, I'm older than 50 now. When I hit 50, I had a complete about turn and rejected all of the labels that I had grown up with and started doing things that were off the charts. I mean, off the charts. You know, I was climbing mountains. I was running marathon. I was just doing things. I ran on the Great Wall of China just so I could say I did. And then I kind of got relaxed a little bit. And I thought, no, maybe I'm not running a marathon today, but I could do 56 count and let all those people that wrote, either judge me or wrote on my report card, look at me now. Yeah, 56 count. So occasionally a stitch can bring you a moment of recognition of who you really are. And that is brave. Absolutely. Of course, it takes my Anita lamp with a magnifier, bifocal glasses, great lighting. Yeah. And I can't do it for 4 hours at a time either. Yeah. So I've been stitching on that, and on that same in that same way, I am doing the one thread stitch with my Prairie Schooler Santas. I noticed that my Prairie Schooler Santas were languishing, and about a month and a half ago I said, oh my gosh, I haven't stitched. You know, I have the hashtag finish a Prairie Schooler, start a Prairie Schooler, you know, and so I said I need to figure out a way to keep the momentum going, and I thought, oh, one thread. And by one thread, it means I take whatever color I want to do, one length of thread, stitch that length, then I put the next day's thread on the needle already and anchor it in the spot it's supposed to be, so then the next day there's no excuse. Yeah. And again, Lori came through for me and I fell off the wagon, but now I'm back on. She had created this beautiful, beautiful little leather book or suede book. You know, it's not very big, but it's perfect for my Santa. And it's kind of like, well, okay, we got to get on it. So I got this in 2021, and look at how many Santas I did in 2021. So I was keeping track of them. 2022, 2 Santas. 2023, 1 Santa. And then 2024 is the one I'm currently working on, which is the 2024 Santa. So with that mantra of one thread, I have been moving along. And you see the next thread is already anchored there for tomorrow morning. I'm doing these Santas in the called for floss. I'm using 18 count oatmeal that was in a tube that I cut up and I tea dyed. And I'm using 2 threads over 1 because it gives it a really dense, almost like a needlepoint look to it, and I just love that. So that's what I'm doing with my Prairie Schooler Santas. I just know you were so interested and fascinated by that. And I keep it all in my Kelly. It's So Kelly. Yeah, that's So Kelly. Harry Potter. Bitsy Bob. I think that's what that's called. Bitsy Bob. Yeah. Okay, so how you doing? Let's break up the cross stitch stuff with a little book. Tell you what I'm reading right now. I had read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang and thoroughly enjoyed it. So my son said I would enjoy this one, and he gave me for my birthday this book, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on, but it's a fantasy book. It's about an orphaned Chinese boy from Canton who's brought to London by a mysterious professor, and he trains for years in Latin, ancient Greek, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day he will enroll in Oxford. And so currently we are enmeshed in Babel. So that is what I am reading. Doing some quilting. Yeah, I'm doing some quilting. Okay. Have a new stitch along coming up. If you join the Facebook group with Acorns and Threads, it's on Facebook. Starting November 1st, we're doing a stitch along, and it is the Plum Street Jump Clump. I'm not a spider person, but those spiders are adorable, absolutely adorable. And so on the Facebook group, we will be starting this jump clump. So I picked up my chart for that. It was open house, like I told you, open house, and can't go to open house without accumulating or investing in my future. Yeah. Got my coupon book, and even if you are not local, you can still buy this coupon book, so that when you call in orders or you online order, you would have and each month you get a coupon. So like January of next year, look at that, what percent off? 20% off of your entire purchase. February, 20% off of thread. So it's just a fun thing. It's totally a fun thing to do. I picked up this book, and the author was doing a book signing at the open house, and so the projects in here are absolutely gorgeous. This is Krista, and I am really amazed by this book. It's so beautiful. So I got that. I did, G had for my birthday given me a gift card to Acorns and Threads, so I'm still working on that. I absolutely love, Gigi, the artsy housewife. I was deathly afraid of moths as a young adult. I mean, yeah. Some people are afraid of snakes, some people are afraid of spiders, some people are afraid of dogs. I don't know. It was moths. But when I saw this, the moths here are quite interesting. They don't try to fly into your face. And they're big. They're big. and beautiful. And I saw this and I thought, yeah, I'm over it. I'm going to do this study in nature. It's gorgeous. So of course I had to get the called for fabric. And that is 40 count Aztec Red by Weeks Dye Works. So that's in my future. When in my future, I don't know. I also got this to make for my younger grandchildren, because I have to tell you a story. Such a funny one. But look at this. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. And look at that. Look at the colors of that. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The reason I have to do that one is because my daughter-in-law and my youngest grandson were dropping my yogurt off. My daughter-in-law makes me this yogurt concoction. It's going to make me live longer. And she was dropping off my week's worth of concoction, and my youngest grandson had to go use the restroom. And so he proceeded to go like this. I am not going to touch anything, letting us know that he wasn't going to have to wash his hands. I know, boys. And his mother said, no, you're still washing your hands. So when I saw this come out by Ink Circles, I was like, oh yeah, this has to hang in their bathroom. So I need to work on that. That'll be a future project. I also, Acorns, picked up a needle minder because it looks exactly like the picture that G took of me. That'll be at the end of this video. Isn't that a hoot? Yep. Psychiatric help, 5 cents. Well, when I was on rebuilding my subscription list, yeah, what a pain that was. I'm still in the process of doing that. I ended up ordering, because we do enable each other, Not Forgotten Farms. I had to get this turkey. Yeah. There just are not enough turkey stitches. And then, since I knew this year's going to fly by, the rest of this year, and we're going to be into next year, I decided I need this guy too for next year. And this is also a Not Forgotten Farms. So cute. Okay, we're moving our way down. I have been stitching on a secret stitch that is part of a gift exchange that I am doing in December. And let's see. I told G I was going to clean up the beehive today, but first I had to do this video because it's all this stuff, huh? Okay, so how are you doing? Things working out okay? Having a good time? Maybe you can help me with this. I was at Stitch Group, and 3 people had these bags from the hobby house, and I decided I needed to have this bag too. This needle case. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, here's my problem. I absolutely hate the inside. Now I know that some people rip out the insides and like redo them. I cannot figure out how to do this without ruining the whole bag. So I'm wondering, can you actually dye fabric without removing it? Because look at the inside. This is beautiful, beautiful red. And I am not kidding you, I could signal out this window to the National Guard with this neon. It's not even pink, it's coral. It's like neon. This is the true color, what you're seeing right now. No exaggeration. I can't live with that. I can't live with it. So I need to figure out, can I take like fabric dye or something and just paint this all? Or do I just have to live with it? I don't know. That's it. That's the color right there. Not this light pink. This color. Yeah. I know they showed it on the website, but somehow it didn't dawn on me that I was going to need sunglasses really to see it. So I would like some suggestions about that. The other thing that now I know my friend Julie, her family lives in Colorado, so she goes to Colorado fairly regularly, and she goes to the shop that the Colorado cross-stitcher. Somehow all the connecting the dots didn't happen until I was looking for floss tubes to watch, and I saw, oh, the Colorado cross-stitcher, that's the one Julie goes to. Oh my gosh. I fell in love with accessories that she was showing. And let me just explain myself a little bit. I used to be in love when I lived in Bend, Oregon. There was a shop downtown Bend that sold birds that were created out of recycled stuff. You know, watch pieces, tools, you know, and they're gorgeous. They are works of art. And so I've always been attracted by that artwork that recycles. And when she showed these little robots or little creatures that were out of recycled stuff, I couldn't press buy fast enough. So here's Hannah. She just sits right near me to make me smile because, you know, and it's out of, like, there's a knob, children's bricks, little wing nuts. She's absolutely adorable, and so it seemed only fitting, since Julie made these chair pincushions, that Hannah has a chair to sit on now. I know, totally, you know, but I'm here to tell you, if it makes you smile today, it was worth every penny, because that's what we need. We need smiling. Okay, now we're wrapping ourselves up. I'm looking around here, and I have some finishes. So I had, years and years ago, I was going through Las Vegas. We were going camping, and we were passing through Las Vegas, and I stopped at a cross-stitch shop in Las Vegas, and Stitcher's Paradise. And I bought this box. I had no idea how much it was going to cost me till I got up to the cash register. But it's actually a very gorgeous box. It's a 6-inch Lone Elm Lane box. And it's just been sitting. I haven't done anything to it. It has been sitting since I purchased it. And I decided I was going to do a finish on it. And a friend had sent me, an internet friend had sent me a finish that she had done. It has the year 2020, but it was sent to me after that, to do whatever I wanted with it. And so I finally did something with it. Sometimes things, much like fine wine, needs to sit around for a while until you can feel it on what you want to do. And so I took the finish and I finished it on the lid of this box here. And so here it is. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it just perfect? It's absolutely, that stitch was absolutely perfect for that. So I'm quite happy that that was done. And while I was looking in, I have a little box of finishes, of things that stitches that I finished that I haven't done anything with. I saw this one. I said, well, this seems like the perfect time of year for me to get this done. And so I made a pillow out of it. And I hand stitched the trim all the way around. I just whip stitched it around. So, you know, I'm not professional finisher, but what I do is I sew the piece right sides together, turn it inside out, leave a little bit of an opening, fill it full of whatever that litter stuff is called, fill it full of that, put a stopper of polyfill so that the litter doesn't keep coming out, whip stitch that closed, and then I whip stitch the trim all the way around it. And isn't that just a lovely fall finish? I have to say, quite proud of myself. So whoever wrote on my report card that she can't concentrate, she never finishes anything, you suck. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, she's now different. She's brave. She's brave. Okay, I think I might have gotten through everything. Yeah. Now I can clean up this room. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Subscribe, like the video, or don't like the video. The thumbs up or thumbs down doesn't matter. Google still gives you half a cent. So we'll see you the next time around. There's a lot coming up. I am going to Autumn Abundance in Mesa, Arizona with Cheryl from One Half of Stitching with the Sisterlies, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to pick up some more 56 count because that shop's all about that. Yeah. Okay. You take care, and you know I love you guys.